Hello everyone, this is Sarika Srivastava. Today we are going to discuss the topic phylogenetics. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the different methods by which we can construct phylogenetic trees, and today we will discuss about its application and various tools which are used for constructing a phylogenetic tree. Phylogenetics Part 5. In the previous lecture, we discussed different methods of tree constructions using different algorithms and approaches. Today, we will discuss the various tools which are used for phylogenetic analysis and its applications. So, let's begin. Tools for phylogenetics. Depending on the two types of methods, distance based and character based, we have different tools. Few are listed here, like in distance based methods we have DNA-DIST. DNA-DIST is the phylip program for computing distances among DNA sequences. Second one is PROT-DIST. PROT-DIST is the program for computing distances for protein sequences. FITCH, it estimates branch length assuming additivity of branch lengths using Fitch-Margoliouth method. In this method, molecular clock is not assumed. Fourth method is Kitch. In this method, it is quite similar to Fitch, but it assumes a molecular clock. The fifth method is Neighbor. Neighbor estimates the phylogeny using the neighbor joining or UPGMA method. The next set of methods are character based. In this, we have two types of tools, DNA-move and PROT-PARS. DNA-moves performs parsimony and compatibility interactively, whereas PROT-PARS is based on the number of mutations to change a codon for amino acid 1 to codon for amino acid 2 for non-synonymous changes only. Now let's see the applications of phylogenetic analysis. What we can do with the help of phylogenetic analysis. Here, point number 1, we can investigate whether the evolution of several species are parallel to one another. In this, we have 2 points, the evolution of host and parasites and the trees for two symbiotic species. So, the evolution of hosts and parasites can be studied by constructing separate phylogenetic trees for each. The similarity of the tree topologies can indicate whether the parasite evolved with the host or if the parasite jumped from one host species to another. Likewise, trees for two symbiotic species such as fungus growing ants and the fungus they grow help indicate how far back in evolutionary history the symbiotic partnership stretches. Point number 2 is determining likely infection sources of human immunodeficiency viruses. So here by constructing tree from HIV sequences from a number of infected individuals, we can determine the infection sources of HIV. The third application is studies which indicate whether genes have entered the genome of a species through lateral transfer. Like we can see, because some human genes are believed to have been obtained by lateral transfer from bacteria that infected us. For certain genes, we may appear to be more closely related to some bacteria than other mammals. Next is clustering pattern of the tree constructed by using gene sequences from both eukaryotes and bacteria would help indicate whether the genes were transferred laterally or not. The last application is investigating the out of the Africa hypothesis of human origins. In this, the clustering pattern on a tree constructed from human DNA sequences from ethnic group around the world should help indicate how human populations are related and hence how from where they spread. So today we have completed our topic phylogenetics. Thank you.